Hey, 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 beautiful people. See, I'm on time today, y'all. Let's go. Mm-mm. Let me do my mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Cause yesterday y'all couldn't hear me. Okay. It's a little echoey, but y'all can at least hear me today. Great. Let me put in the chat what we're doing today. Dynamic. I'm gonna do a dynamic warm up, leg day, and static stretching today, y'all. I know y'all can't see me yet. On my computer, trying to get things right. I got everything back up and working. Hey, reluctant gamer. I don't have my mic in today, y'all. I don't feel like, for one, I don't feel like wearing it today. Good morning, Teresa. So, y'all, I'm tired. I ain't even got my shoes on yet. Um, your girl ain't got nobody's shoes on. Let me act like I'm ready to work out today. Okay, so we're gonna have some music today, y'all. Turn up. So let me tell you. So this, I haven't done leg day in front of y'all in a very long time. I normally do it as a long form video, but I'm actually gonna do 4 exercises. I'm only gonna do 2 rounds though. Okay. So I'm only gonna do 2 rounds because I did this workout already earlier today, and y'all know when it comes to lower body, I have to be a little more cautious. Lower body is a little different for me because of my endometriosis and how it spreads to my left hip. And because I'm also trying to build the strength back into my legs. So even though I'm excited to be, getting back into leg day, I have to like chill out a little bit. So today I would have done 5 rounds of this because I did 3 rounds earlier. So, and yeah, I got my nail broke, so don't look too hard. Um, so I'm only gonna do 2 rounds, okay? But we're doing dynamic stretching. Then we're gonna do leg day. I got 4 exercises we're gonna do for 45 seconds. Um, each exercise, 2 rounds. I think that suffices, right? And if you want to do another round, you can do so. I will gladly put the exercises in the chat. That way you know what the names of them were so you can do it on your own time. Let me get the music set up. I figure out what I'm looking for. I feel like I'm about to say I know I should have it already up somewhere. I do this too much, y'all. I do this too much. So let me grab my shoes so I can get my stuff together. Y'all, I have so many pairs of shoes, but I only wear these black ones. Like I need to buy like 2 pairs of these. I see why some people just buy a whole bunch of the same shoe. Cause that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna buy me some more of these. These are like the Nike 270s or what are these Air 270s? What are these? Yeah, I think these are Air 270s. But I love these shoes. I'm just gonna go to the store. Give me in every color. Y'all see me normally wear the white ones, but okay. Let me get this music going. That way I don't have to worry about it later. So I'm just trying to get that set up. So if you're working out with me today, we're going to start with the dynamic warm up. You don't need anything but space. And then we're going to go into leg day. And that's where you're going to need so for today's actual leg day workout, I'm using a bench, but you can use your sofa, you can use a chair. You just want something with some height to it. If you don't have either one of those available, I'll show you once we get to the leg day workout an alternative exercise you can do. And then you just need dumbbells. It depends on how much weight you're trying to use. But just to tell y'all my resources for leg day, I'm using my bench. I got my 12-pound dumbbells, and I'm going to use this 25-pound plate. Okay. So we got. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all the exercise so you get your mind right. We got glute bridge, Bulgarian split squat, donkey kick, and front lunges. Normally I do rear lunges, but today we're gonna do front lunges. Um, so if you're trying to make sure you have all your stuff ready before we get started, that's all you need. You don't necessarily need a plate. You can still use your dumbbells. You can use your dumbbells as your weight. I just rather use the plate because it's just easier to sit on your like waist slash stomach once you do the glute bridge. Okay. Trying to see if I need anything else. So y'all, I've been trying to get better with my whole fitness thing. So I've been getting up at 7 o'clock, and at 7:30 is when I start my first workout on TikTok, and then I come over here at 11:30. I'm like, God, could you have blessed me with a voice to sing? That would be so much easier instead of the passion to work out. But I love it. I love how many calories I've been able to burn. I love what my body's starting to look. Um, Let me move this so I can see y'all in the chat because y'all say something. So, all right, y'all. Follow along. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to see if I want to. I'm not going to use music just yet. I'll wait to use music once we get to the second round. Normally, I do it for second and third round, but I'm only doing 2 rounds today. So, first round, I'm going to talk y'all through leg day, and then second round, we'll play music and y'all just follow along. But for the dynamic warm up, I'm just going to talk to y'all. We can just talk. I just see a little bit of the chat. So if y'all want to talk to me, you can. Just give me, a few seconds. You'll know if I can see it. If I walk forward a little bit like this, you'll know if I can see your comment, and then I'll respond. All right. So I'm gonna start my timer. Remember when we're doing warm up or stretch movements, we want to just hold it for 20 seconds minimum. So we're gonna start with modified jacks and then go from there. So for my 35 and up crew, y'all stretch. Okay, stretch. So here we go. Modified jacks and let's go. So same arm, same leg, just like this. We're going for 20 seconds. My shoulder blades are sore from yesterday. Or no, yeah, yesterday. Normally I do arms on Monday. That's why I was thrown off. But yeah. So we're just doing a full dynamic. So we're doing full body dynamic. D nice. What's going on? So now we're gonna go into high knees. So we're doing nice and slow. This ain't your typical high knees. This is more like your modified high knees. Because if you haven't been working out today, if you've been sitting at your desk, trying to do high knees right away, your body like, wait a minute, hold on, slow down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go into butt kicks. And remember, heels hit your butt. This is to open up those quads and activate them. Get that blood flow going there. Yeah, see, I'm wearing my shirt a little looser today. I don't feel like having it tight. Who is that? Joshua? What's going on, Joshua? And don't ask me about no poses, Joshua. Don't come here and ask me about no poses. I'm not doing the type of poses you want me to do until the end of the workout. So if you need to come back, you can do that. But no, I'm not doing no cobra or anything right now. We got leg kicks. Ooh, I hear that crack. My hip. Because this is do just that. Open up that hip and that groin. Teresa, you always catch everything. Good job, y'all. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch over to the other side. Okay, here we go. Start kicking. So remember, it's a nice, easy, controlled kick. If you need to hold onto a wall or anything, please do so. Woo. I can definitely feel the difference between my right hip and my left. This feels so tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Question: can you do? All right, Joshua. You got to get blocked because I know you just heard what I said. We forgot to do arms, so give me arms, big arm circles. I know he heard me, y'all. Didn't he? Joshua heard what I said. But Joshua gonna do what Joshua wants to do. I said, don't ask me about no poses. This is not the request line. I'm not a DJ. Okay, go backwards, y'all. Woo. Going backwards, I really feel it in my shoulder blades. Yeah, he did. I know, Teresa. I know you heard me. Okay. We're gonna work the torso a little bit with torso twist. Remember, a lot of exercises we do, you can also do stretches. Because remember, as well, a lot of them are just for functional movement. So we're stretching out the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go to the knee so we can stretch out these hamstrings. So this is where we're basically going from that 90-degree to straight leg. Back to 90-degree. So I do this one only about 30 seconds just because we're moving between two different poses. So you should feel this pull in your groin. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Switch it over. Ooh, I'm telling y'all, it's such a big difference between my left and right side. It is crazy. This is so tight. It's actually a little irritating. Y'all did. I don't think we did hip gate. Did I do hip gate with y'all? That's one of my favorites to do too. I don't think I did it. I think I did leg swings, but I don't think I did hip gate. All right, so let's go back to that one. Tell me if I did this one already, because maybe my mind is just on one today. But did we do this? Yay, nay? I don't think we did because I didn't feel like we did it when I just did it just now. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one. This is the hip gate opening exercise or stretch. So I definitely feel that here, which is where I feel very tight at between my groin and the outside of my hip. That's why this is one of my favorites to do. Okay, switch to the other side. And down. Haven't heard. Yeah, what's going on with Kurt? We're going to see what's going on with my boy. We're going to flood his YouTube. So y'all comment under Kurt page and see what's going on. That's what he would have did for me. If he didn't see me, you going live today, LJ? So we're going to do the same thing for him. So now we're going to sit down. We're going to go to the butterfly position. So we're going to do butterfly pulse. So those knees are coming up, down, up, down. So we're just doing about 10 minutes of dynamic warm up. And then we're going to actually move to the leg day part, okay? So we got maybe roughly like 2 to 2.5 minutes left of dynamic warm up. And then we'll move to the leg day, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to hit that 90-90. So remember 90-90, pretty much the way I remember this one, because my legs should form that 90-degree angle. You're going to put your hands back as if you're like sitting watching TV, and then we're going to rotate side to side. I feel that pull automatically here, hip flexors, and then rotate back. Woo. Good job, good job. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're gonna stay leaning one way. We're gonna lift. So we got 3 exercises each way, and then we'll be done. Okay. So the 3 exercises are stretches. Excuse me. For the warm up, we'll be lifting this front knee. So you're just coming here and back down, here and back down. Okay. You're gonna feel that in your groin and your hip flexors. Remember, the key thing I really like to work on when I'm doing stretching are my hips, my groin, quad, and hamstring. Especially with today being leg day, this is very important. Now we're gonna lift this that back foot. You're gonna feel that in your back hip flexor. So your right side, if you're facing the same way. Woo. I love the way this feels. So yeah, I'm thinking about changing my birthday from Thailand. That's why I told y'all I want to go. But I've been talking to a lot of people. And then you also, in order for other people to go, you have to be able to make more time for them to prepare. We got one more, y'all. Lean forward and lean back. So we lean forward. You'll feel that in your glutes, your hamstrings, groin, and hip flexor. Lean back. You'll feel that in that back leg groin. And we're going to go back and forth. So yeah, now I'm back to the beginning of my birthday journey of trying to figure out where I really want to go. Because I'm really a simple person. To be honest, for my birthday, I'm not really trying to go anywhere where we're looking at cultural stuff. Please don't judge me. I just want to be on somebody's beach, switch over. I think the cultural stuff, like, is more so. So now we're just looking at front knee. More so if you're just taking a trip and that's what your plan was with my birthday, that's not what I want to do. I want to be able to be lazy. I want to be on somebody's beach. I want to do excursions, you know? So now I'm trying to figure it out all over again. What's a simple birthday trip I could take, but that's not also basic. Like, I don't want to do Mexico. I don't want to do like Puerto Rico, the Bahamas. I don't want to do that. Been there. Back leg lift. So now I'm kind of back on Aruba, but I don't know, y'all. I can't see your comment, Joshua, so I'm sorry. I'll look at it once I get done with these last 2 dynamic warm up stretches. 3, 2, 1. Now we're doing our lean forward and lean back. I like it when I lean forward on this one because I really like how you feel the stretch in your hip flexor. All right, y'all. So that was a pretty good stretch. I didn't do every single dynamic one that I normally do. Sorry to bother you again. Can you do the color pose on a ball? Please don't get mad at me. I mean, I'm not gonna get mad at you, Josh. I just won't do it if I don't want to. That's all. But I won't get mad at you. And I told you, I'm not doing any static stretching until I get done with leg day. Okay. So y'all, now it's time to get ready for leg day. Remember, we're doing 2 rounds. The first round, I'm gonna talk y'all through it. So if you're working out with me, I'm using my 12-pound dumbbells. You can certainly lift heavier than that. If that's where you are in your journey. For me, I've been maintaining using this weight, and I'm gonna continue to use this weight especially for leg day. I still got a ways to go when it comes to strengthening my lower body. But remember, you're trying to build the muscle because our legs, um, that's where your bigger muscles are. You want to lift a little heavy, okay? Especially for my ladies, we're definitely stronger, waist down. So it's like, don't be scared to lift heavy. But until I get my hip, my foot, and everything taken care of to where it's starting to grow and get stronger, you know, I gotta be humble and do my little 12 pounds, so 24 pounds total. Uh, no, I cannot do it now, though. No. Okay, so this is gonna be the order of today's workout. We're gonna start with glute bridge. We're gonna go from glute bridge to donkey kicks to Bulgarian split squat to front lunges. Okay, so I'm actually gonna start on the floor first. Once I get down on the floor, I won't be able to see the chat. So give me grace until I'm standing back up. There's only 2 exercises on the floor, and then I'm standing up again. Okay, so we're gonna start with ugh, glute bridge. Glute bridge is exactly how it sounds. You're pretty much forming that bridge with your body. So I'm using my 25-pound plate. I'm resting it on my waist slash stomach. I kind of hold it to support it, but it's not heavy on my stomach. So we're here, and we're just gonna come straight up. So we got 45 seconds, y'all. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We come into the top. We hold it. 1, 2, 3. Then release. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes at the top, and then releasing. I'm just holding the plate so that it doesn't shift while it's on me. A lot of times people like to use dumbbells because they sit better, but actually I like this a little better. So remember, you're just trying to have that resistance. Good job, good job. Way to work. Here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go to donkey kicks. So I'm about to grab my 12-pound dumbbells. Let me get my computer back up so I can see the chat. It went out on me. Okay, so you're going to take a dumbbell. You're going to stick it in the back of your knee. So if I don't know if y'all can see that, but I stuck it behind my knee. And then you're pretty much going to use that as your resistance. And we're going to have our feet. So I want the bottom of your feet going straight to the air. Okay, here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're coming straight up. Hold it. 1, 2. And then bring it back down nice and slow. Okay, remember, when you're going against gravity, you want to keep it nice and slow. That's where you get your work at. Drive it up. Ease it down. This is one of my favorite glute exercises to do. We got 10 seconds left, and then we're going to switch over to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch it over. Switch that dumbbell to the other side. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds each side. Keep it nice and controlled. Good job, good job. Stay with it. We're almost 30 seconds in. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, people. So now we're gonna move. Which one I want to do next? But split squats. Okay. So this is what you need your chair, bench, couch. This is what you need that for next. So the best way to normally let me move my bench a little bit more into the picture so y'all can see it. So normally the best way for you to know where to stand for your Bulgarian is you want to sit on the bench. You want to stretch that foot out, and where your heel goes, you want to stand up. And then from there, that normally puts you about a good distance between the bench, okay? So I don't take a little extra step out because you want to make sure your knee and your ankle, you don't want your knee necessarily going past your ankle too much. So here we go. We're going to start in 10 seconds. Down and up. Sometimes I like to lean forward. That way I feel it more on my glutes. And sometimes I lean back and feel it more on my quads. Let's go. So I like to lean forward. When you lean forward, man, them glutes on fire. This is where I feel like my heart rate starts to get elevated with the Bulgarian. Woo! But I like it. So if you want your glutes sitting up, this is the workout for you. We're almost there. And rest. Switch over to the other leg. Okay. So I'm going to sit down just to make sure. Let's work. Thought someone's touching me. It was my hair. Good job. We got 10 seconds left. So one more rep. Good job. So last one we got our front lunges. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're alternating lunges. So you can also do a wall sit instead of doing these. If lunging is a problem for you, you can do a wall sit. Okay. Good job. Got less than 15 seconds left. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. That completes round 1. Go ahead, take you a 2-minute break. Get you some water. Shake your legs out. Do what you gotta do. You got a 2-minute break. Okay? So next round, y'all, why my watch wasn't going? I mean, it don't matter that bad. But still. Woo. So we got a minute and 40 seconds left. So if you're working out with me, if you're just joining and you want to know what we got going on, we're doing glute bridge, donkey kicks, Bulgarian split squat, and front lunges. So we got 4 exercises, 45 seconds each. Take about 15 seconds to transition to the next exercise, and then we go right into the next one. We're only doing 2 rounds today. The primary focus today was do dynamic warm up. Then we did 2 rounds of leg day, and then we're focused on static stretch. Um, Wednesday, I think is the best day for my body to stretch after hitting my arms and doing 10,000 steps on Tuesdays. So that's my new thing. It's 10,000 steps every Tuesday. I might start to increase it as I go. So maybe next week it might be 11,000 steps. Okay, she told you though. Please don't harass her. Oh, I did thought ignoring Joshua. They don't even bother me. Whew. My ignore game is top tier. I tell you, top tier. So I'm gonna get some music started. We're gonna get going again in about 30 seconds. So if you don't know the order, like I said, it's glute bridge, donkey kick, Bulgarian split squat, the front lunges. If you can't remember that, just go with the flow. Follow along with what I'm doing. Uh, I'm trying to get the music pulled up. So I'm about to start some music and we're about to get going, okay? So 15 seconds, we're gonna start. Good job. 2 exercises. Good job, y'all. You worked out with me. That completes round two. Man, the split squats is where my heart rate really started to get elevated. And of course, you follow behind that with the front lunges. Man, quads are going to be burning. Glute, hamstring. Woo. That's pretty much what I really want to focus on today was glutes. So now it's time to go into static stretch. If you worked out with me and you need a break, I'll give you about 30 seconds. Because what we're doing now is about to go into that stretch. I'm going to focus mainly on lower body. We'll hit one or two upper body stretches just because y'all know. We did use arms a little bit, just holding the weights. Naturally, our muscles and our upper body did get engaged. But thank you, Reluctant Gamer. Good work. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm starting to glisten a little bit from that last round. So, all right, let's do arm across our chest. That way we can just get that pull here. Because the last thing we got is to stretch it out. And this is, I think I kind of like combining leg day with stretching day because they kind of go hand in hand. Switch, you really got to stretch when you do lower body. So I do like the idea of that. Remember, we're holding each one for about 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to go, instead of doing the leaning back and forward, we're just holding it straight out and touching that toe so we get that hamstring pull, okay? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch it over. Remember, we want to feel that pull so we know we're really stretching that hamstring. Ooh, man. So I did a total of 5 rounds of that today. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go into stretching our quads. If being on your knees hurts, then you can stand up and do your typical quad pull that way. For some reason, I feel like more gets stretched when you're doing it from the knee with a 90-degree angle out. You grab, we're doing our left side first, and then you just want to lean forward with it. I just thought I'm able to feel the pull in my glutes, my hip flexors, groin, and of course, the quad here. So that's the main thing. So good job. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So switch to the other side. That lean forward is what makes this one important. That's where you're really going to feel that pull in your quad. Way to work, way to work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go to that lunge pose. For the lunge, remember if you're not good on your knees or like holding, or should I not say not necessarily on your knees, but if you're not good at holding balance really well, you can do this neck stretch like this. Because really what we're focusing on is your groin, hamstrings, and your hip flexor. But for those of you who got good balance, we're going to come off of that knee, okay? So come off that knee. As such, we're going to lift those hands to the sky, and we're going to hold it, hold it, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Well, I'm just gonna stay facing the same direction, but I'm just change over my legs. Woo. And let's work. So by lifting our arms, we're also working our back. So good job. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now we're going to go to that butterfly position. Instead of doing pulses, we're going to push our knees down with our elbows. Get that good stretch. Woo. My body should be good and stretched today. It's my second time stretching, but I just feel like my left side just can't get it together. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now we got the hurdler stretch. So remember with the hurdler stretch, you want to make sure you're opening your legs up. You got that 90-degree here. Okay. And we're touching that toe. We're trying to get those hamstrings to stretch out. It's not necessarily about touching your toe, but it's more so about leaning forward. I think a lot of times we teach touching the toe just because it's easier when you're trying to explain it to kids, but it's really more so about just leaning forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over. Once again, I'm keeping that leg open. This is how we're getting that good stretch. When you have it like this, you're not able to stretch your groin and hip flexors out like you need to. So let's open it up and lean forward. Man, this side always makes me feel so old. It's crazy. But I'm glad I'm doing this. I need to do it more often. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. So now we're going to go to that back stretch. So back stretch, you put that right leg over your left. So your right foot should be right where your left knee is at. We're going to take our left arm and push against that right knee. You're going to feel this in your shoulder blades, and it's going to go all the way down your back. But you got to make sure you're actually pushing and not just having your hand there for looks. Push, push, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over. I love this one for stretching my back out. It always feels so good, especially my shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, while we're still in the same position, we're going to hit glutes. So now we're pulling that knee towards us. So we're coming here. Pull it to your chest. Pull to your chest. Good job, good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over. Pull to your chest. 5. Oh, nope, we got 10 seconds. I'm ahead of the game. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you know I got to do my favorite hip flexor. Lean back. Left hand pushes against that left knee. Woo. This is a good one right here. I can do this one all day. So if you really get tight hips, this is something you can do while you're watching TV. I love to do this one. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna switch it over. Push against that right knee. Ooh, my right side even tight with this exercise or stretch. 5. Oh, I be wanting to count down so fast, don't I? It's like rest, chill. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, one of my favorites. I did forget to do lateral lunges, so I'm gonna do those real quick, and then we got 2 more stretches after that, and then we are finito. Okay. So I guess Joshua, you starting to aggravate people with your comments. Delete. I ain't even get to see it, so and I'm okay with that. So this is to stretch out your groin. Good job. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So actually, we got 3 exercises left. Sorry, 3, and then we're done, y'all. I was trying to refresh my page because I feel like my screen's a little delayed. All right, so now we got bird dog. Look at look at those cut arms. That's funny. Thank you, Teresa. I never see it. That's what's so funny. People talk about my arms, and I don't really see what they see. That's why I said you gotta take pictures of yourself or video because maybe it's easier to see when you compare where you started and where you are. But to me, they look like the way they did before I even started really working out, and I'm like, where are the gains? So bird dog, we're stretching out, then pulling in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. Woo! Lost my balance. That means I wasn't keeping my core as tight as I needed to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna go to the cobra. So I don't want to hear nothing else. And then we're gonna pull back, and then we're gonna go right back into it again. Okay. Pull back, and then go back into it. Hold it. Take deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna go into Superman. This is our last one. It's the Superman hold, and you're gonna hold it for 20 seconds. And let's go. So it's more like you're flying. This is how you stretch out your lower back. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Good job, y'all. So that completes our static stretching. That completes static. So let me tell y'all what's going on for the rest of the week. Um, Tomorrow is my off day, and then Friday we'll be back for. And the funny thing is, I did the cobra pose. So Joshua, do you know what a cobra pose is? Do you know what it is? Because I did it. Um, Friday will be cardio day because I won't be the time frame I normally work out. I won't be here to do it, so it's probably it'll more than likely. Joshua, she getting on you. Um, it's probably a full body weight workout. I know last Friday we did the same. We did cardio. I mean, it would be different exercises, but the point I'm making is I know we did cardio last week, and normally I like to go back and forth between cardio to resistance training, but we're gonna do cardio. Um, I might have a few guests with me. We'll see if I can get some other people to join. Yeah, and then Sunday, I'm still gonna talk about nutrition depending on my schedule. Um, I mean, I'm gonna do it. I gotta make sure the time frame still works. I'm still gonna do it. I just don't know what time. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it for 11:30 just because the time I always do it. But if anything changes, I'll update y'all and let y'all know, like I normally do it in my post. If you follow me, you'll see that I always put a post up. I'm not gonna work out that day, or if I'm not doing nutrition that day. But my plan is to do nutrition. I may not have the food in front of me, so I may not be able to show y'all like I've done all these past Sundays, but we'll at least be able to talk about it. You'll know what foods I'm eating. I'll give you the reason why I'm eating that, different things like that. So that's my plan for Sunday. Um, if you're not able to get on here at 11:30 time frame, you can always come to my TikTok. I'm on TikTok at 7:30 in the morning. That's Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know where y'all live, but if you're on the East Coast, it's 7:30. Everywhere else, just gotta do it based off the time. So anywhere to the central to west, of course, it'll be a little early in the morning for you. But I'm, of course, working out in the morning works best, and it gives me the most time to get a little bit of rest in between working out at 7:30 and then coming back and working out at 11:30. So now that I'm done for the day with my workout, should I say? I still got work to do, but as far as the workout piece, I am finito. Um, I went and got my Premier Protein yesterday. I don't know if I shared this with y'all because I'm pretty sure I went and got it after I worked out yesterday. But I was able to get Premier Protein for 4.77, and that was 4 pack. It was like a 4 pack. Normally, Premier Protein costs $10 for that same 4 pack, and I was able to get. I ended up getting like three of them. They had like a clearance section at Kroger, and so I grabbed three. um, and in between, I'm glad I did because in between my workouts today, once I got done working out this morning, trying to get ready for this one, my body was like, "Girl." So if you ever start to feel lightheaded or you feel like um, you just don't have the energy, a protein shake is a good way to go. So like a Premier Protein, Core Power, Muscle Milk. I don't really like the way Muscle Milk tastes, but those are the options depending on where you are. You can find them even at the gas station, your grocery store. Um, at Kroger, they keep the Core Power cold. So if you want something cold right away, you'll be better off with something like that. I don't think they keep Premier Power. I mean, Premier Protein. I don't think they keep that cold, but if you don't need it right away, out of all the proteins, I like Premier the best. I'm starting to really like that one. I'm not really a chocolate girl. I've always gone for like vanilla, but I will say I got cookie and cream and peanut butter and chocolate. I haven't tried the peanut butter and chocolate. I'm pretty sure that's like a Reese's version. Um, but I will say cookie and cream is hitting. I'm trying to figure out how to make it taste like that, and it don't got no real sugar in it. It got 1 gram. So I'm trying to figure out how they're able to make it like taste like cookie and cream. And for me not to be someone who likes chocolate, the way I thought about it is I was like, if I can drink alcohol, I can drink chocolate. I like chocolate milk, but normally I like chocolate milk because it has more sugar in it. This does have a healthier taste, but it still has a that's pretty good taste. So cookie and cream's not a bad one. They have like a cinnamon roll, cinnabon one. I haven't tried that one yet. I don't know if I'm gonna try that one. I think I might stick to the ones I got, but I already did it, Joshua. So I'm only commenting to you so I can say I tried. So if I do block you, you don't feel no type of way. But I already did the Cobra pose. I did it. It was one of my last stretches that I did. I'm not trying to be mean to you because I don't know who you are. I don't know what your mental state is. I don't know how old you are. So I'm trying to be kind. So please don't push me. He needs to be blocked. Okay. I was trying to say, so I guess I'll have to go to his page maybe to block him. I'm not sure. But I did put him in timeout for 24 hours. Um, so I guess if you put somebody in timeout, it just deletes all their messages. So getting on here has definitely built my skin up. It has mentally prepared me for what I may deal with when it comes to being live. So things like that. So I thank y'all for being patient when y'all see things like that in the comment, in the chat, should I say. But it doesn't bother me. I've got to the point to where I try to let stuff like that slide. Because you just never know what somebody's dealing with. And he ain't, I mean, all he doing is giving me engagement. He's not really affecting me any type of way, but it does get irritating when he keep asking the same thing. If he was asking different questions, it'd be a little different. But so I will say, I come over to my TikTok side of the house. TikTok, there is, it's interesting how engaging TikTok is. Like, I'm learning, but I definitely enjoy being on that side. I still enjoy YouTube. I love my family. We build a core family over here. So I definitely love being over here. But once again, I do want y'all to know if you don't have time to make it on my 11:30 time, you come to my 7:30. And then, oh, I forgot to give y'all this information. So my twin sister and I, and I'm throwing it out there because a lot of times when I say certain things, especially if it's not something that, well, everything I want blessed by God first. But when it's something that I'm not too hard up on, I don't mind sharing it. So my twin sister and I will be dropping an aerobics, like dance aerobics fitness. So if you're tired of lifting the weights or doing things that way, we're gonna come out with more dance aerobics. That will be on TikTok though, just because TikTok allows uh, music. They're a little looser when it comes to the type of music you can use. So join my TikTok. That way, once we get that going, I'll let y'all know when that's officially coming out. So then you'll have 7:30. You can join me for strength training. 11:30. You can join me, and then that evening time, I'm thinking about. I think we're talking about doing 6:30 to 7:30 is when you can also join us from like the dance cardio, dance aerobics type. So get excited. I'm getting excited. So I feel like the more I put myself out there, it's only up from here. But all right, y'all, I'm about to get something to eat. I got some work to do. Yeah. So happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Uh, good job, Teresa, for blocking that one too, or deleting that comment. I'm about to jump off here anyway, so um, oh, Teresa, you remind me of one of the people who got to get the last word. Yeah, Jeffrey. She one of my moderators, so you might want to be mindful how you talk because you can't block her comments, but she can block yours. So chill, Jeffrey. It ain't that deep, my boy. Teresa said I'm snapping back because y'all doing too much. She irritated with y'all. Joshua started it off, and now Jeffrey just adding to it. It don't bother me, y'all. I see it as engagement, and that's one thing I told y'all when I first said I was gonna start going live on here, even though he ain't saying nothing to me. So I mean. Y'all see how chill I'm being. 'Cause y'all already know how I got back with that one person yesterday. Um, so I feel you, Teresa. Sometimes you gotta snap back on suckers so they know. But so tomorrow's my rest day, okay, y'all? Please don't be looking for me tomorrow. Tomorrow's my rest day. Even though I know technically it shouldn't be a rest day because I didn't come on here on Monday, not eating people. I mean, Jeffrey, you can try to snap back, but if your comment gets deleted, she's a moderator. So I wouldn't necessarily want to go back at a moderator because she has control over my chat. So Teresa can you can say what you want to and then she can just delete it. So you can try. Well, I don't think that's smart. I want it. Right. I would just say leave it alone, Jeffrey. Because if you do too much, I'm about to step in at that point. I'm protective of my moderators now. LJ, I need something to calm my mind. My mind is racing. What do you suggest? So, calculation. Is it calculation? Normally I work out. Normally I do something that's high intensity, not like this type of stuff. I do like high intense cardio because if you're doing something high intense, it normally throws your mind off. You can take ashwagandha gummies. Those are normally good for trying to calm you down. I mean, of course, you got to take it over time. Listening to music, I would suggest maybe something more calming, not maybe not rock or anything crazy. But normally I go for a run when my mind is racing. Like anytime I get angry or I'm upset, I tend to go for a run because by the time, especially if I'm going at a good pace, we're not talking about a little stroll in the park jog. Nothing to drink. Not in that way, calculation. I don't recommend drinking because if your mind's already racing and you're already not doing good mentally, drinking's not gonna make it better. Hey, 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 rude and innocent Charles. So no, I wouldn't recommend drinking calculation. I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe you could drink like a tea or a coffee or something. No, not coffee. Coffee, caffeine. Maybe do like a tea. A tea. Okay, rude and essential oils came through right on time. Yeah, you can use essential oils. Oh, okay, not alcohol. Laugh out loud, like something healthy. The only thing I can think of is tea. I don't know if anything else will necessarily calm you. What was it? The chamomile like tea. I think that's it. That's supposed to be relaxing. I'm trying to think what else people normally use. Chat. If y'all have anything in there that y'all normally use to be, to kind of relax your mind, throw it in the chat. But for me, I know working out is what helps me. Um, Tea is a good one. Something that doesn't have caffeine or a lot of sugar is something you want to go for. Mm, I try to go to sleep, to be honest. So melatonin is good to take. So I definitely suggest getting some melatonin. Yeah. If anybody else got any suggestions, throw it out there. Throw it out there. That's all I got. Cause I have bad anxiety. I get very anxious. I'm an overthinker. Um, Sit in silence and try not to have distractions for 10 minutes. Watch a good comedy. Yeah, sometimes that works too. Thing is caused by my twin girls. They said, "Oh, you had twin girls! Congratulations! I think that's a blessing. I'm a twin, so they're a blessing." But I know the stress that having twins can have. Trust me, because I am one. But I was gonna say I was a child, so I know how we can, be disruptors. That's what I'll say. Are very active. I want twins as well. I'm hoping God blesses me with twins. I think as a fraternal twin, I have a 1 in 17 chance of having twins myself. Oh well, that's a different story. Shoot, maybe you need to get the kids melatonin. Give them something to relax. I guess it's not for you, huh? Maybe you don't need it, they need it, right? Shoot, have them run outside. That's the two. Get them tired. Rip and run them. Put them outside. Let that sun drain them. That's the best time to really go to the park. Well, you don't want the playground to be hot. But yeah, take your kids outside. Let them rip and run. Oh yeah, they're in a terrible twos. Yeah, let them rip and run. Let the babies run. That's a lot of times we sit our kids in front of the TV and we try to let the TV entertain them, which normally it does, right? You put them with some colors and some music and some, and but no, get them tired. Make it to where they want to go to sleep at night. Let them rip and run outside, chase them, run around with them. That's one thing I try to tell people is when I get pregnant, I do want to show people, and I know it's easier said than done, right? But my goal is that when I have kids, I want to show people that you don't necessarily have to lift weights and things like that to get your workout in. Take your kids outside, run around with them. Um, just keep yourself moving. And so not only are you getting you're able to burn calories by moving with them, but you're also getting them tired. And I know kids bounce back in 2.2 seconds, right? You'll go inside from playing, and I'm like, "What's next?" And it's like for you to sit down. But I will say, over time, if you keep doing stuff like that with them, trust me, it'll start wearing them out. That's the reason why I take Thursdays off. When I work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, by Thursday, my body's like, baby girl, it's about that time. So if you have little ones, yeah, get them outside, rip and run. I have a lot of different things on my website for calming. So visit Rooted in Essential Oils. Oh, they sleep good. Oh, okay. That's real good. 10 hours. Okay. So that's pretty good then. So they just got a lot of energy to burn. They got a lot of recovery time in them 10 hours. So now they're ready to get active. So you just got to get active. I'm telling you, melatonin. No, I'm just kidding. Don't feed them babies melatonin. Get them babies outside. Maybe I said I'm gonna try to get like an activity room for my kids when I have them. When I say them, one, two max. But yeah, having two little ones. But you would think it'd be even better because they got each other to play with. I'm gonna have to ask my mom how we were when we were like that age. Like, did me and my sister play with each other, or were we always going to them to play? I can't really remember. I know that having a twin sister, or having a twin in general, I know for me and my sister growing up, once we got to grade school, that's what I said 4 kids later. Oh my gosh. Four. I know you had 4 kids, Teresa. I knew Charity had kids, but I know you did. They fight at the time. Okay, so that is true. Me and my twin did fight a lot. I will say that. I don't know if we fought at that age a lot, but I will say as we got older, we did fight a lot. So I do recommend get that for my wife. So I do recommend allowing them to have their own personalities and letting them kind of develop the way they want to. I think me and my sister started arguing a lot is because people always put us together, which I get people do that as when you're twins. But I feel like for the longest until I went off to college, because she stayed in Florida, I went to New York for college, and I feel like we just always felt stuck in each other's like shadow. Like we never were given that time. So we always wanted to find our own self. And so I think we just got aggravated with each other more so. Like when we got older, which I get this, with us being the same age, getting 2 different cell phones, 2 cars, that, like that is a lot. But me and my sister got tired of like my parents bought us one cell phone. And they were like, well, you're always together. So what we did, separated. We want to go different places at different times. It's like now I need my own cell phone. But do I say it gets better? I can't really say that because me and my sister still argue at our big age. Don't we listen? What and we don't judge. At our big age, we still argue. Um, we're both into fitness, so that is a help. That is something that we kind of can, that we have similar. But other than that, we do argue a lot. So a lot of people think we should live together. No, we've tried living together and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Um, but we live right next to each other. So I think we've lived, as far as apartment living, because I had my own house when I was in Texas. But as far as apartment living, we lived in three or four of them, the same apartment complex. And this apartment complex, we're in the same building. Um, but God willing, y'all, I'll be back in a home next year. That's my goal. I didn't start living in apartments. I hadn't lived in an apartment until I moved to Atlanta. I bought my house right out of college. So I never knew what it was to live in an apartment because we didn't get that at West Point. So yeah, I just started living in apartments. So I got to Atlanta, and now I'm like, I needed my house. I need a house. So I'm looking to buy a house next year. So we'll see. But me and my sister, yo, we've been around each other. She ended up moving to Atlanta maybe like 3 years after I did. So once I got the military, I moved to Atlanta. She was still in Florida, and then she came to Atlanta about I'd say about 3 4 years after I did. So I guess even as twins, we still follow each other. But good luck to you. But I think it's a blessing. I pray that God can give me twins. Like I'm like God, you have the desires of my heart, and I may eat those words later. I may eat those words later, but as of right now, that's what I want. I just want a healthy baby. Let me say that first and foremost. I want a healthy baby. So, but all right, y'all gotta get up out of here. I'm tired that my baby fell off the bed, shaking my head. I mean, sometimes they gotta learn. They just gotta learn. So sometimes you gotta be okay with it falling off the bed. Okay, well, the gamer, you came back. I'm just trying to figure out what type of parent I'm going to be. Am I gonna be like that helicopter parent, or I'm gonna be that parent that like, see, I told you, you should sit down. Now you know. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna be. Um, you say I'm gonna be a strict parent. I feel like so I dated people with kids, and granted they weren't my kids, right? So maybe that's the difference. And I have nieces and nephews. Well, I have a niece and two nephews, and I can be strict more so with my twin sister's child because he acts so much like us that I do feel like sometimes like but I try to be that nice auntie that gives them what they want, but sometimes I do gotta get on his little butt. So I'm hoping my spouse is more the strict parent, so I can be the fun parent. I don't want to be the strict parent. I mean, they gonna know what it is though with me. Like they gonna know, run up, get done up. But I want to be the parent to where it's like, you know, I'm gonna ask my mama. So I don't know, y'all. Well, hopefully y'all still be with me. Treat niece and nephews different, Some give more love to nephews, nieces, and heart strict with their love with their kids. Yeah, that's why I said it might be different, but I feel like especially my nephew, because I've been around him so long, and because he acts just like me, a lot of people think he's my son. Um, I feel like he's probably as close as I'm gonna get to seeing how I really will be as a parent, because I have those moments where I get it in on him. I'm on his school list, so anytime something happens at school, they've called me before. Uh, I just feel like I'm more active with him. But I get what you're saying about like the gamer. It is different with niece and nephews, but I just think because I want kids so much and it's our parent, and the fact that where I plan on being in my life by the time I have kids, I'm gonna be chill. Shoot, I'm about to be 38. Who gonna do all that hooting and hollering? I'll be too old to do all that yelling. Personally, what I think you'll teach your kid and they'll be good. Have to be strict. I think your love will help ease strict. I do too. Thank you, Reluctant Gamer. I think the way I am, I think I have a good, healthy balance. I think I know how to show a kid tough love, and because I work with a lot of kids in general. I think I told you I have my own track and field team, and I coach kids from ages 6 to 18. But normally my age range has been like 5, 6 to about 14. Um, Honestly, I think I'm kind of a pushover to be honest. So maybe it will be different with my kids. I'm surprised you haven't got a kid. So yeah, reluctant gamer. I have no kids and I'm single. I am getting to know someone right now, so we shall see how that goes. Y'all wish me luck. But yeah, my standards are pretty high. I've dealt with a lot of frogs, so thank you, reluctant gamer. I think I would be a good wifey too. I'm trying to tell them. I just need one. I just need one person to act right. Just one, just act right. Um, but yeah, I ain't gonna say too much. Your good heart and happy. They blind. So the thing is, it's not so much that I don't have candidates now. I have prospects. You know, I can get a roster, honestly. But I'm not. For one, people know they got to come a certain way with me, right? And I think a lot of people that I've entertained in the past, for one, I was willing to lower my standards because I bring so much to the table that I don't require my partner to bring a lot. And that's where I was failing myself. That just because I can take care of myself doesn't mean I shouldn't require my partner to bring their portion of the table with them. Like we should be able to combine our tables to make it, surplus. Whereas for me, I was bringing the table, the chairs, the tablecloth, the food, the silverware. I was bringing everything. But now I've raised my standards so much that the minute I don't like somebody or don't like something they do, you're out of there. So it's definitely different than before. You got to find the right one, and some don't go looking. They wait for it to come to them. Yeah, and the fact that I work from home a lot, got to be equally yoked. Exactly. So the fact that I have to be, I work from home a lot, and the only place I really go is to the grocery store, and maybe every blue moon the gym. I guess we gonna bump in the produce section, but like I said, I am getting to know somebody right now, so it is what it is. I am trying to get myself out there more. Um, So yeah, just know I will be getting myself out there more. I probably will see me at different gyms more. More so for content purposes. Atlanta's really big when it comes to content, and so I do know I have to get my face out there. And what I'm doing so far is starting to build some momentum. So y'all keep rocking with me. Y'all keep rocking, if I can say it right, rocking with me, and I'll be sharing some more details with y'all. With my career and how things are going, and then y'all gonna see my love life it's gonna be good. So my love life I don't like speaking on too much just because especially when I'm getting to know someone 'cause I don't want to jinx it. So that's why I don't talk about that too much. Some people can't wait to get hooked up and that put me off. Yeah, I get that. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna update y'all whether it's good or bad on how things are going, but yeah, I'm trying to come out my shell. I think it's time for me to live life a little more and get out of my shell. So that's the plan, y'all. So all right, I'll be back on here Friday for cardio, full body cardio. Like I said, I'm gonna try to see. My sister probably won't be able to get on, but I'm gonna see if maybe my friend. We'll see. I'm gonna see if I can get a special guest to join me on Friday. So y'all beat me here. 11:30. Reluctant Gamer, you were quick today. Teresa, as always. So I will see y'all Friday, 11:30. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all as my core community group. I always know I have support from y'all, so I appreciate it. No rush. You think 37 is still young when you trying to date and have kids? But okay, I'll take that. But all right, y'all. See y'all Friday. Happy hump day.